Happy to meet you all once again in the chapter Graph, session 4. Last time we discussed the form of the graph y equal x plus a whole thing squared plus c. When it is written in this form, some of the characteristics of its graph can be inferred without drawing the graph. In this session, we are going to sketch the graph of the form y equal x plus a whole thing squared plus b. To sketch the graph of the form y equal x plus a whole thing squared plus b, I select two equations. Question number 1, y equal x minus 2 whole thing squared minus 3, and question number 2, y equal minus x plus 2 whole thing squared plus 2. According to the last session we discussed, basically we can see the difference between the two equations. The first one is the graph with minimum value, and the graph number 2 is with maximum value. Okay, let's draw the graph one by one. Okay, let's draw the graph of the function y equal x minus 2 whole thing squared minus 3. To draw the graph, let's prepare the table first. The range of x to draw the graph is given here from minus 1 to plus 5. According to the values of x, the respected y values are shown by the table. According to the table, it is clear that we can use 10 small divisions to represent one unit along both x and y axis. According to that, when you draw the graph, we'll get the graph like this. Okay, after drawing the graph, using the graph, let's try to answer the following questions which are related to the graph. Question number 1. What is the minimum value of the function? What is the minimum value of the function? Students, you know, and this is the least value or minimum value of the function. The minimum value of the function is clear that is minus 3. Therefore, the minimum value of the function is minus 3. Second one, what are the coordinates of the minimum point? Once again, this is what the minimum point, or we call turning point, or the refraction point. The coordinate of the turning point or minimum point, the x value 2, the y value is minus 3. Therefore, the coordinates of the minimum point is 2, minus 3. Question number 3. Axis of symmetry. What is the equation of the axis of symmetry? Here, when you draw the axis of symmetry, it goes through the point 2 of x-axis. Therefore, the equation of the axis of symmetry is x equal 2. Question number 4. In which range of x does the function is positive? In which values of x function is positive? Students, here this is the one part of the graph which comes positive, and this is the second part of the graph, the function is positive. Both of this part y positive. The question is, when you consider the first part, in which range of x this part is positive? So in this part you can see this value is 0.3, so below 0.3, lesser than 0.3. When x is smaller than 0.3, this part of graph is positive. And also the value of this point is 3.7. When you consider greater than 3.7. When greater than 3.7, also the graph gets, or y gets positive values. Therefore, when the function is positive, either x less than 0.3 or x greater than 3.7, the function is positive. Question number 5. When y equals 0, we call roots. And you know, y equals 0 indicating by the pointer. Here at this place y equals 0, and the other place here also y equals 0. So when y equals 0, the values of x are known as roots. So roots of the functions or values of x when y equals 0, 0.3 and 3.7. So when y equals 0, x equals 0.3 and x equal 3.7. Next, in which range of x does the function is negative? Once again, here this is what the negative part of the function. Negative part of the function. So in between which two values of x-axis does this part lies? So here this is 0.3, this is 3.7. So it is very clear between 0.3 and 3.7 the function gets negative. Therefore, function is negative in between 0.3 and 3.7. Okay, let's go our graph number 2. Graph of y equal minus x plus 2 squared plus 2. Let's prepare the table. Here the given range of x, to prepare the table from minus 5 to plus 1. Once again, when you are getting the corresponding value of x according to the table, the values of y from minus 7 to again minus 7. Once again, here too we can select 10 small divisions to represent one unit along both x and y axis. Okay, let's draw the graph. When you draw the graph, and this is what the graph will obtain. Once again, let's try to answer the questions which are related to the graph one by one. Question number 1. Maximum value of the function. Students, we all know here coefficient of the quadratic term, since minus, the graph is maximum. So the maximum value is plus 2. So the maximum value is plus 2. Question number 2. Coordinate of the maximum point. Here this is the maximum point. So x value minus 2, y value plus 2. So the coordinate of the maximum point is minus 2, 2. Number 3. Equation of the axis of symmetry. Equation of the axis of symmetry, when you drawn, it goes through once again the minus 2 of x-axis. Therefore, the equation of the axis of symmetry is x equal minus 2. Number 4. In which range of x, in which interval values of x, the function is positive. Function is positive meaning, students, here this is what the part of the function become positive. Function positive meaning y positive. Here this is y-axis. The which part of the graph comes under positive of y? Here this is what the part of the graph comes under the positive part of y-axis. So what is the range of x? So when you are getting range of x or values of x, we should go through the values of x-axis. So when you consider this part, here the value is minus 3.4 and here 0.6, minus 0.6, here 3.4. So between minus 3.4 and minus 0.6, the function is positive. Function is positive between minus 3.4 and 0.6. Question number 5. When y equals 0, once again y equals 0 mean these are the two places. So when y equals 0, that means the roots of the function, the roots of the functions are minus 0.6 or x equal 3.4. Question number 6. In which interval values of x does the function is negative? Once again, you all know these are the negative part of the graphs. So there are two portions of the graph comes under negative values of x. One lesser than minus 3.4 and the other greater than minus 0.6. When you consider the value minus 3.4, when the smaller than minus 3.4, the graph negative, or greater than minus 0.6, the graph negative. Therefore, function is negative when x less than minus 3.4 or x greater than minus 0.6. Okay, let's do a past paper question with related to the above form. December 2017, the given equation is y equal x squared plus 4x minus 2. Let's go for the table which is given related to the equation. First part, find the value of y when x equal minus 2. When you substitute x equal minus 2 in the above equation, the answer is minus 6. After getting the value of y, let's draw the graph. When you draw the graph, once again, a parabolic shape with minimum value, a graph is obtained. Okay, let's go for the remaining questions which we need to answer using the graph. Question number 2. Find the interval of values of x which y is negative and decreasing. Students, you know, here function negative decreasing part. Negative decreasing. What is the range of x? Observe the x-axis. For the relative part, here the x value is minus 4.4, decreasing start. So decreasing part is ending, negatively decreasing part is ending with the value x minus 2. So the answer, when function is negative and decreasing between minus 4.4 and 2, and this is what the part, the x range between minus 4.4 and minus 2. Okay, let's go for the next question. Express the given function in the form of y equal x plus a whole thing squared minus b. So this is what the form we discussed. So when you want to express the equation in this form, students, you know, so this form is totally depend on the equation of the axis of symmetry and the maximum minimum value. When you go for the equation of the axis of symmetry, that is goes through x equal minus 2. X equal minus 2 meaning here this part, that means the value A going to be 2 and the minimum value is here minus 6. Therefore, equation in this form is y equal, since here minus 2, that is plus 2 here and minimum value minus 6. So y equal x plus 2 whole thing squared minus 6. Question number 4. Find the positive root of the equation x squared plus 4x minus 2 equals 0. Here, this is what the equation originally given. Now, when you compare this one with the given original equation, you can see here y equals 0. So when y becomes 0, students, you know, here these are the roots. So according to that, positive root. So this is what the positive root. So when you are taking the positive root, 0.4, the positive root is 0.4. So when y equals 0, here when y equals 0, the positive root is 0.4. So in the given equation, here this is what the equation. In this equation, when you substituted x equals 0.4, and you can find the square root value. Here 2.4 squared equal 6. So square root 6 equal plus or minus 2.4. Here one thing to be considered, when you are finding the square root value, through an equation, you should keep the equation in the form of complete square. Using the complete square form only we can find the square root value. Therefore, the given equation, the original equation, should convert it to the form of complete. After that, we are substituting the given value for x in the complete square form and we can get the value.